Hello Best Nation, today I'm going to analyze some part 3 questions and I'm going to give you some samples. They are unprepared, they will sound totally natural and spontaneous, and I'm going to give you some tips and advice in order to improve your part 3 performance on speaking exam. And don't forget to subscribe and put the like button. I seriously don't share this opinion because this is again gender discrimination and prejudiced view that men should always wear the trousers in the family, and I know so many cases when women acted better and they were much more experienced or wiser and they did better decisions, and I don't think that it depends on the gender of people. So the decision making comes from the ability to make decisions spontaneously and the right decision, and it also rests upon the experience that people have, no matter the man or woman it is. Well, there are good reasons for that, because middle-aged people, it means experience. They have lived this life and they know something about it, and they know that there is no good from making rash decisions, and it's always good to rethink or replan the things that you have already thought. And I think this is kind of insurance from making bad decisions, and it prevents second thought, always preventing. Not always, but sometimes it's absolutely essential to second thought the decisions you have made. Okay, it may lead to a situation when the person is totally confused and it puts one to the dilemma, not knowing what to choose, and it's always better to consult experienced and people who are experts in the field one is asking about, and not to go to many people to ask, because mostly people tend to do the decision they came to themselves, not others, and maybe sometimes it's a big risk. Well, I think that young people mostly just simply ignore what the elderly people say them, actually right decisions what to do something, because they think that the times changed and elderly people know less than they do. And the second thing, a reason that I think that really influencing is that it depends on the characters mostly, and that young people tend to be maximalists, so they don't want to wait as middle-aged or elderly people tend to do. They don't want to postpone some actions, and that's why they tend to avoid this advice and do by themselves. And well, actually sometimes it is reckless, and they are regretting at the end. I think it really depends on the type of decision the person is making. When it's influencing many lives or a segment of population, it's of course to make some votes and to consult more people and the group that will also be responsible for that decision. But when decision comes to the personal lives, it's of course not to consult anyone but yourself. Going against the grain of people's taste or going against the direction and mainstream society sometimes changes the history of the world, and maybe the decision of people who do not agree with the group decision making may change the history of that company or that situation. So it's always advisable to reveal your real thoughts during the decision making of important situations, of course, and people shouldn't be afraid of expressing their own genuine ideas. As you can see, this speech was not perfect and was not infallible. It means it has some mistakes, some grammatical or intonational or mistakes in choosing appropriate vocabulary. but still it can lead you to 8. And I will explain this, how you can get 8 in part 3 in the next video. Goodbye!